At number 10, we look at the newest white boy to step off the porch and start thugging in these suburban streets.
Bro, say, why would you brag about being in the hood anyway? Easy answer, Jit, because being in the hood is a flex. And it means you're hard and gangster and none of your ops will want to mess with you. Being in the hood is a flex. Stop playing.
After a couple fans remind the suburban goon that he is white, this is what he has to say about it.
Jit said, you know you're white, right? Yeah, Jit, the whitest gangster alive to live on planet Earth. That's on all my dead on Crip. Stop playing. Like, what other white boy do y'all see out in the hood every day like me? Stop playing. And I look how tatted I am. Stop playing with my gangster.
As the young suburban driller continues to flex how gangster he is, fans become worried that he won't be able to find a job if he keeps getting tattoos.
Said you got 420 on your neck. Good luck getting a job. No offense, not to brag or flex or anything, bro, but I'm a gangster. I don't work a 9 to 5. I'm in a big old giant house, 2-story, fully paid off. So I don't have to ever work a day in my life ever again. So yeah.
The number one rule if you want to step off the porch and become a suburban goon is that you don't have a job. In suburban hoods, working and being a contributing member of society is looked down on with disgust. The only possible job you can have is being a SoundCloud rapper.
Yo, you guys be real pressed because I'm the most whitest gangster to live on planet Earth. Stop playing. I'm really the hardest out here. Like, don't you know that I'm in the hood every day? Where are my oppositions at? Nowhere to be found. I hear crickets, grasshoppers. I can't help it. I be in the hood every day. I can't help it. I'm bulletproof. I eat bullets for breakfast, lunch, and...
At number 9, as the world continues to change, white bloods and Crips are becoming increasingly common, especially in places like California. In this next video, we look at the newest white goon to officially join a black street gang. In this next clip, you're going to see a neighborhood white Crip crash out on some bloods and wave around a strap, all while recording himself for the police on Instagram Live.
I don't know. Ain't gonna families, that's a neighborhood. I'm over here, man. Where y'all at?
Instead of going to college, getting a job, or doing something productive with his life, this middle-aged man decided he wanted to be a goon. So now he's posted up on the block waving around his strap and acting like a 15-year-old living in Chicago.
Don't hang out cuz on horizontal.
He then goes on to complain how the other Crips aren't hanging out with him as much. And the lack of Crips wanting to hang out with him seems to be a big issue in his life. And he constantly brings it up throughout the live stream.
Don't hang out cuz on horizontal. Solo dolo. 10-4 we go though. Let's go up in this bitch. Make bud.
It might be time for this man to read a dictionary and learn some new vocabulary. Can someone count how many times he says on hood or neighborhood throughout the video? This man lives and breeds the Crips, and his feelings are really hurt that nobody wants to hang out with him.
You know? Tell blood, I said blood, you know? Tell blood. Slide back with a passion, you know? Hey, bud, I'm out here. I ain't even trying to buy nothing. I'm just out here cutting on bush. I don't hood, you nigga fuck with me. I don't hood. Tell him Young Dirt came through, cuz, you know?
After saying on hood what felt like 1,000,000 times, this middle-aged goon then decides to whip out his blick and show it off for the 10 followers watching him on live. What would you guys do if your daughter brought home this scholar?
I don't hood. Let's go up in. I don't hood. Make bud. I don't hood. You. I don't hood. Make bud.
At number 8, we look at a legendary suburban pimp who goes by the name Kelpy the P. This legendary suburban goon wants nothing more in life than for the streets to recognize him as a valid trafficker of women. Because he wants all his little white friends to think he's really cool, he starts incriminating himself and going on countless podcasts where he tells the world exactly what he does with the poor women he is taking advantage of. One of the first podcasts he goes on is a police operation in Los Angeles, where they ask you countless incriminating questions called No Jumper. During his time at No Jumper, while being investigated by a couple of undercover agents, things get heated and the young suburban goon gets packed out on camera.
Kelpy the clown.
Ben Franklin knows who I am. Ben Franklin knows who the
After getting spit on, the Caucasian goon had to spend some time to focus on himself and get his suburban street cred back up.
And I got spit on and then smacked up. But it's real simple as to what happened, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you're saying. You don't have to keep asking.
You know what I'm saying? I got beat. I said something that got me beat, you know what I'm saying? Like
I said, we all know what you're saying. You don't have to check in every 5 seconds.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't really that hard to decipher or read between the lines on that, because there really is nothing.
In an attempt to try and gain back some of the street cred he lost during the tussle, Lil Kelpy starts recording his girls working the blade. As he continues incriminating himself for police in a shocking turn of events, the truth gets exposed. In a crazy turn of events, it turns out that Lil Kelpy is actually the one getting trafficked. In the video, you can clearly see Kelpy's female pimp slap him on the rear and then send him back to work. Kelpy, at this point, who is absolutely terrified of the female pimp, will do whatever he can to make her happy. And he hops on top of the bed and starts twerking like he's Cardi B before she got with Offset. As he twerks for his female pimp and the client that is posted up on the bed, you can tell that Lil Kelpy is trying his absolute hardest to be a good boy and not make anyone mad. When he's not out twerking in front of strange men in motel rooms or getting his rear end slapped, you'll find Kelpy the P posted up in trap houses where he has had a number of close calls. After a large amount of money goes missing at a trap house, all the other goons assume Kelpy is the one responsible for swiping the cash.
Hey, did it, you know, hey,
Bro, I missed my funny. I missed me. That's what I'm saying, though. We got shit early. I missed my fucking.
For whatever reason, this man seems to constantly find himself in these kinds of situations time and time again. Unfortunately for Kelpy, he wasn't able to twerk his way out of this situation like he normally does. At number 7. In this next clip, we get to experience an uplifting interview from a 25-year-old savant who goes by the name Young Gangster Rowdy.
My name is Young Rowdy, aka Young Gangster Rowdy. You in the city of London on the west side, Jane Addams Park.
Grown men in their mid-20s spending all day hanging out at a park is what's to be expected when you join a suburban gang.
The South Bay, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, we know what you're saying. You don't have to keep checking in.
You know what I'm saying? You got Inglewood over there, you got Hawthorne, Gardena.
it's Lawndale.
Lawndale sheriffs, Lennox sheriffs, they all around here.
And do you get a lot of drama with the police here like you do in other places?
I mean, everywhere you go, it's discrimination. They look at you no matter how you look.
Next, the Caucasian demon goes in on police and explains how hard it is being white and targeted by police because of the way you look. You can tell this man's been through a lot and had it rough. Just look at those shoes.
You know what I mean? They gonna think I'm a Mexican, but I'm a white cat and I'm a loc, so they don't even know that. They discriminate you just thinking you want something else, not even knowing what you really is. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes they let you go.
They actually mistake you for a Mexican sometimes?
All the time, yeah.
How long you been here?
Man, originally, I'm from Oklahoma City, like out there originally born, you know what I mean? But I was raised out here, that's where all my family ties is. So when I came out here when I was 9, and since then, I'm 25, so 15-something years, you know what I mean, been doing this shit.
So you grew up right here. And what's it like growing up in Lawndale for a place that not too many people, you know, won't recognize the name?
Well, there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad. You know what I mean? If you live here, you know what it's like. The outsiders, you know what I mean? It looks nice, but nighttime comes, it's different, you know?
Fans have speculated if that's the entire gang sitting with him on the bench.
There's, you know, east side Lawndale, west side, you got cliques all in between, you know what I mean? Just a variety.
So you grew up in the streets, obviously, huh?
All my life.
And how old were you when you started gravitating towards the street life?
Like 10, 11.
His buddy sitting on the right was supposed to be home doing chores, so he keeps looking over his shoulder to see if his mom's going to drive by and catch him hanging out with friends. The rule is no friends until you finish up all your chores, and his mom is not going to be happy when she figures out he only cleaned half the dishes.
13, you know what I mean? So.
When you was 11, 12, 13, where was you hanging out at and with who?
Right here. I was hanging out with the homies.
This man has literally made zero progress and has not elevated at all. Hanging out at a park all day when you're 11 makes sense. But once you hit 25 and you're doing the exact same things you did at 11, I think it might be time to reevaluate your life.
You feel me? So, I mean, they ain't here right now, but, you know, we here still.
So break down, what is the mob?
We everybody. We got blacks, whites, Mexicans, you know what I mean? Everything, you know what I mean?
You gotta give him some props for the amount of diversity in his squad. This man is very progressive when it comes to gang banging.
There ain't no rules. There ain't no rules and regulations with us.
What's the official name? Give us the whole name.
LTMG, Lawndale Fan Mob Gang, but we tied in with the Harbor Cities, you feel me? ACCs. Those are my folks right there.
And the Harbor Cities are located like right here to the west, right?
Yeah, like towards that way, down to 110 South. They like family, you know what I mean? We started our own growing up, my family, my branch, we started our own growing up. We was raised with them, you know what I mean? Grew up with them, ran around with them. So it kind of just came like this.
Who actually started the Lawndale?
Yeah, me and my brothers, both of my brothers.
He pretty much confirms that he is the founder and that the entire gang is sitting with him on that bench.
Us three.
Oh, so you're actually the founder of it?
One of the three, yeah.
One of the co-founders?
Yeah, 2003 we started this.
And how did you come up with that name?
We would just run around with the homies.
According to legend, he is still wearing the exact same pair of shoes from 2003 when he started the gang.
Just came up with it, you feel me? We a mob. Money over everything, money over buses.
This man hates the bus. He would much rather jog everywhere he goes.
You know what I mean? We everybody. If you don't like us, we don't like you. You like us, we cool with you. We get money, it's respect with us.
You might get money, just not enough money to buy a new pair of shoes.
So what's the beef with Lennox? They're a predominantly Latino gang, right?
They beef with Lawndale, the city, you know what I mean? So basically they say everybody in the city, so it is what it is.
We just interviewed a dude that was from Lennox.
Yeah, I know, I seen it. I'm subscribed to your channel. Everything you drop, I see it, you know what I mean?
So back in the day, him and you would not have gotten along.
I mean, I respect them now. I mean, anybody and everybody, if you about your business, we cool, but if you want to take it that way and be disrespectful just because I'm from over here, it's on you. I'm about money, you know?
Now, a lot of people are gonna...
In the background, you can see an onlooker very confused about the situation and why the Caucasian goon refuses to get a new pair of shoes.
I think, especially that watch this from different states, that having a beef because you live in Lawndale and he lives in Lennox is kind of silly.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, in reality, yeah, it's supposed to be like that, but there's OGs that know OGs that been
How can you possibly have OGs if you're the one that founded the gang?
years ago that'll look at them and be like, you know what I mean, what's up, how you doing? Before they sit there and try to kill you, it's a respect thing, you know?
In the background, the onlooker takes a big slug of beer as she continues staring at the tethered up dead rat skin. This man is trying to pass off his shoes.
You know what I mean? I'm more on some respect. You disrespect me, that's on you, but I'm trying to be on some others with everybody. Bloods, Crips, Mexicans, it don't matter. You know what I mean? You about money, but it's all respect with us.
It's very evident that his buddy is terrified that his mom is going to show up at any moment and embarrass him in front of his friends.
You know what I mean? That's it. You come in between that, with us, that's your problem. You know what I mean?
Now, do you receive a lot of backlash for being the white boy
All
in the
the
group?
time.
Yeah. What's that?
I'm pretty sure the only backlash you receive is from PETA for walking around with dead rat skin attached to your feet.
I mean, there's a lot of white folks in our shit, you know what I mean? But it ain't necessarily, looking at us like, they like this or they like that. I mean, when you know us, you know what I mean? Just 100, just respect, you know what I mean? So they can't be mad at it, you know what I mean? They gonna hate on it, you know what I mean? Of course, everybody gonna hate on you. You got haters, everybody do, but it ain't gonna stop you from doing what you do, you know?
Is it just me or does his buddy look exactly like Jelly Roll before he got famous? At number 6. This next incident takes place in a vicious suburban hood where strapped up suburban goons are posted up all throughout the area.
All right, so we're just driving right now and I honked the horn at these kids and they got super butthurt. We're gonna do it again. Nice hair. You want me to pull over? Will you pay my parking pass if I pull over?
When a young man driving through a deadly suburban hood accidentally runs into a high-ranking suburban gang member with a bird's nest on his head, things quickly go left and almost end in tragedy.
Okay, why do people get so mad at the smallest things? Like, I honked at them and they're like, shut your ass up. Yeah, I just said I liked her hair.
This man unfortunately has no idea who he's playing with. That young stepper with the long hair is Chief Bird's Nest, who is a general in the East Coast Suburban Crips. Over the years, he's been terrorizing the burbs and is rumored to be involved in the hit that created the Chad Pack that all the Suburban Crips are puffing on. If you're going to try to drive through this suburban hood, like it or not, you're going to have to check in with General Bird's Nest. Nothing ever gets past him. As General Bird's Nest flashes a Crip sign, things are about to escalate and take a potentially deadly turn.
Nah, bro, we don't do none of that around here, bro.
Yeah, we're trying to find this guy named Roderick. He's a homeless guy. We're trying to take him out to lunch.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
We don't do none of that.
Unfortunately, the young man was unaware of General Bird's Nest's strict rule that nobody is allowed to help the homeless in his suburban hood.
What's up?
You came up to
Pull
us.
over. You was talking
I'm
shit. What's up,
I'm
nigga?
at a red light.
What's up, nigga?
Be serious?
Don't get scared, nigga.
Why would I be scared
You
of
get
you?
slapped on your YouTube channel, nigga.
Assault charge.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Assault charge me.
I will.
Hey, please.
What is that though? Is that lean or what?
Nah, it's not lean.
Okay. Bro, they really pulled a gun out, dude. Are you kidding me? A gun out of his fanny pack.
The law-abiding citizen luckily made it out the situation with his life. But this is another prime example of why you can never lack when driving through suburban hoods. According to legend, General Bird's Nest was hiding another 2 choppers and a blicky with a switch in his hair. So one wrong move and this young man would have ended up a pack in the back of his Swisher, just like the Chad pack he was rumored to be responsible for. At number 5, we look at a high-ranking Caucasian Crip named Vince from Aurora, Colorado, standing on business and asking a blood who tried checking him for a fade.
I'ma keep it G real. I don't with you cause you disrespecting me. You disrespect my hood by telling me take off my flag, asking how gangster I was.
A couple days prior, the blood had rolled up on Vince, disrespected him, and told him to drop his flag.
You lucky on that day I was acting cool cuz I told you I ain't got time for that. But
at the time, the white boy was busy, but right now he has all the time and he wants that smoke and is ready to throw hands and scrap it out like men.
today I got time cuz.
After calling out the blood, Vince starts walking away, but continues barking at the blood and calling for a fade.
It don't matter, pistol game. Right.
But for Vince, after getting his courage up, he turns back around and starts pressing the issue again.
Right. You got your cousin right there?
But nigga came up on me on some fun. I don't make peace when I come up on me on some disrespectful shit when I didn't even know you. You walked up on me and set down your beer like, what's up, how gangster are you, cuz? How gangster are you?
In the background, you can see his buddy anxiously holding a pie of pizza that is starting to get cold, while he waits for these fools to stop bickering so they can all feast on some crispy pepperoni slices while it's still warm.
I'll show you how gangster I am. You can drop off your kid and run my fade.
The big bad Caucasian goon calls out the blood once again for a fade, and the blood continues tucking his tail and refuses to throw hands.
My fade.
You ain't hearing it.
Exactly.
After checking the blood, Vince walks away with his chest held high like a G.
Exactly. I go hard, cuz you don't want to with me.
That's all I can say.
Unfortunately, we never got to find out what happened to that legendary pie of pizza and whether, or not, they got to feast. Unlike a lot of the suburban goons we cover on this channel, Vince was actually from the hood, had grown up in poverty and joined a gang because that was what everyone else in his neighborhood was doing, and he became a product of his environment. Tragically, at only 22 years old, he was blicked down outside of a store.
It's not fair.
Over the past 6 years before his tragic death, he was homeless and couch surfing at his buddies' houses. He had lived an extremely rough life. His mom had severe substance abuse issues and his father wasn't around, which is why he turned to the streets for that family structure and love young men so desperately crave.
I was an alcoholic.
Linnea lives in a motel in Aurora after years of homelessness too.
I mean, I got sober so that I could be better for him. There was a shooting at 2:30 a.m. and my son's body was found at 10 a.m.
When it comes to the streets, this is a side that the media doesn't show, and a sad reality that thousands of families are dealing with. As people become more and more obsessed with their phones, they start to lack empathy. And in a disgusting display of human behavior, thousands of people, much more focused on their phones and social media, drive past Vince as he fights for his life and eventually passes away on the side of the road. It took literally almost 8 hours until one decent human being decided to call the police and inform them about what happened.
So he laid there for almost 8 hours with people driving by. Worst feeling ever. Not knowing if he laid there, if the cops could have saved him, if somebody had called.
Unlike a lot of moms in this situation, Vince's mom made no excuses for his shortcomings and fully acknowledged the behaviors her son was engaging in that put him at risk of something like this happening.
I would never say my son was an angel or a saint. Never. It's not okay, and it's definitely not okay to leave somebody dying on the street.
Police investigating this crime have no leads because everyone is refusing to talk.
And they don't want to talk. This was his bed where he would sleep, and it was always made up for him. It still is. It lived in a house with a white picket fence. It would be different. I just want to know who did this and why.
And this is the sad reality of gangbanging. And while the media loves to promote it, the truth is it is destroying communities. And more people need to try and make it look goofy instead of cool. If you grew up in the streets and have deep family gang ties, I can sympathize with you and understand why you might want to join a gang for protection. But if you grew up in the suburbs to a good family, and then fall in love with drill music and gang culture because you think it's cool after listening to King Von and watching podcasts like No Jumper, and despite being a Caucasian goober, you end up somehow actually joining a real gang, then you deserve to be laughed at and clowned because you're not from that life, and it shows. At number 4, up next we see what goes down when a white Crip pulls up to West Oakland thinking it's sweet.
Crazy white guy in Oakland.
While hanging out in some of the most dangerous parts of Oakland, a local resident sees a white guy that clearly doesn't belong walking around, and the local resident decides to take out his phone and start recording the white guy to see what he is up to.
Hey, you! Hey, what are you doing? What's up with you, man? What you doing out here, man? You know this West Oakland, man?
Oh, yeah, my name's Black 9. I just moved up here from LA.
The white guy who just moved to Oakland from Los Angeles looks identical to the legendary Caucasian gangbanger Milk 74.
Yeah, you feel me? Let's represent my...
Black 9, huh?
I got my folks out here from West Oakland.
Imagine how few brain cells you must have to wear a chain like this and think it looks cool.
They my folks, they stay up the block.
Is that what's up?
Yeah. What's your name, folks?
You know, Crazy Tom.
Okay, yeah, I'm just doing my rap. They call me Black 9.
The only one that calls you that is yourself when you're dancing around in the mirror listening to King Von.
Just out here waiting for my folks to pick me up.
Why is it that Caucasian gangbangers never have cars? These guys are always bumming rides.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, I got my folks up the street and I'll be strapped up.
Why would you tell a random person that you just met minutes ago that you are illegally carrying a firearm? I can guarantee that this guy does not have a permit to carry.
I'm from LA, like I used to stay in Compton, but...
How many times is this guy going to say that he is from LA?
LA, like I used to stay in Compton, but I be being back before, like over down to San Diego.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oakland's a stuff.
Yeah, rep that. If you down, I ain't never seen too many white people out here, but that's what's up.
In the background, a couple goons are looking at this goofy white boy like food.
West Oakland.
Yeah.
Get this posted up. Just telling the school how I'm doing my rap. What's your name? My name's Rick.
What you doing out here, white boy? This is West Oakland.
As soon as the goons roll up, notice how Glock 9 goes back to referring to himself as Rick.
My name's Rich.
Rich, what's going on, bro?
My name's Richard. My mama gave me this. My mama gave me this.
What was your mom possibly thinking when she bought you a chain like that? That thing looks so heavy it's probably giving Buddy back problems. I thought bro was strapped up, but apparently that was all cap.
I'll take it off.
Right in the middle of the robbery, one of the goons figures it's the perfect time to take a sip. So he casually whips out his bottle and takes a swig of some liquor like it's just another day.
Take it off. I didn't do nothing.
These guys are actually doing this man a solid by taking the hideous chain away from him.
You know, hey, my name's Rich, man. That's all I got. What's with you, bro?
Nah, he ain't with me. I don't know that.
Hopefully he was able to make it out of the situation without sustaining any serious injuries. At number 3, white-on-white suburban gang violence has gotten out of control. With countless deadly suburban gangs full of nothing but steppers and crash-outs, the bodies have been piling up from these deadly suburban gang wars.
Another tragic loss due to gun violence in Spokane Valley. Spokane County Sheriff's Office says 15-year-old Preston Grzgorek was shot outside his apartment complex around 11 last night.
In places like Spokane, suburban moms are now claiming suburban gangs and going on drills and trying to catch bodies with their sons and daughters.
Spokane mom and her teenage son are behind bars accused of committing a drive-by shooting in North Spokane. Several other teens were in that car, including one who lived at the house being targeted.
You better not get caught lacking in the burbs. Suburban moms are now the main steppers and the ones putting up points for their squads.
We've had a lot of issues with her.
Christy says her 17-year-old daughter has been hanging out with the wrong crowd, but she never thought it would put her own life in jeopardy.
I didn't think it would escalate to her wanting to kill.
Unfortunately, to join most suburban gangs, they make it a requirement that you catch a body.
Another mom named Danielle got involved.
It was like a big altercation. I just kept saying, I just want my daughter. She said that she was a Piru gang member, a blood gang member.
When a suburban mom tells you that she's a Piru gang member, then it's time to run.
She said that she was a Piru gang member, a blood gang member, and that she was going to shoot up my house, she was going to kill us. And I didn't take her seriously because she's a mom.
And that was your mistake. Never underestimate gangbanging suburban moms. In recent times, middle-aged soccer mom drillers have been the ones putting in the most work in suburban hoods. After sitting at home all day, a lot of these Caucasian mama goons either join a suburban gang or get involved with crime to add some excitement to their life. The thing about gangbanging suburban moms are they always stand on business. So when a suburban mom threatens to slide, you better believe her.
4 days later, bullets ripped through her house.
As you can see, she was really about that action. As soon as the beef was up, she was standing on business, and it only took the suburban soccer mom 4 days to get her get back. I can already picture all the other suburban moms drinking wine and laughing about the hit.
I heard gunshots at 10:30 at night. I was in bed.
Christy got out of bed and went to the living room and saw the SUV circle back.
I think that they were shooting at my car that time.
Christy says she recognized the car as...
Hopefully she learned her lesson about what happens when you beef with suburban moms. At number 2, rich suburban goons are some of the rudest and most obnoxious people imaginable. Because their parents sacrificed and worked really hard to make a lot of money. They feel like they are the ones who made all the money, and they develop a sense of entitlement. Because their parents have lots of money, they treat people like dirt and genuinely believe that they're better than everyone they encounter. One of the most egregious examples of a rich suburban goon that treats everyone like dirt is famous rapper T.I.'s obnoxious son, King Harris.
First of all, that wasn't cooking my... Yeah, recook. What?
After blowing some tree and getting the munchies, King Harris heads out with some homies to get some fast food, and he gets extremely upset when the food isn't cooked to his high standards.
Hold up. Where yours at? This are you? So what? Hold up.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to go ahead and J down. I'm about to go ahead and J down.
The young platypus is extremely upset about his order and is ready to crash out.
And I think I won't jump across that table. Alright, watch this. Not right now.
As the platypus enters the fast food restaurant, he is ready to stand on business and crash out over some burgers and fries.
Thank you. What? Yeah, I ain't think smart while I'm in this.
As the young platypus scans the room, he is waiting for the perfect opportunity to pounce on his prey.
Show out. Watch me. I customers. I don't give a about no customers. What? It ain't no pickle on that bag.
For the young platypus, he is unable to get over the fact that there was no pickle on his burger.
Everything that you work for is a pickle. Like what? If it ain't no pickle on there, I'll give you $1,000 right now.
As he waits for a new burger, the platypus gets concerned that one of the workers might spit on his burger.
Let it be some spit or something on my mouth. And what? I'm getting off live. Watch.
As the platypus swears over and over again around kids and families, one of the workers tells him to wait outside.
You can talk like that outside. Hey, I can talk how the f I want to wherever I'm at. I'm on live, shawty. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. This ain't your restaurant. This ain't your restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you.
After the platypus continues talking crazy to the lady at work, one of her male co-workers steps in to defend her pride.
Who the hell is he? What's your name? My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama.
This man really thinks he's a household name.
Mama, happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
After mentioning his mom, It's up with the coworker, and he's ready to beat the brakes off the young platypus.
Come back. What? On game what? On game what? Come here, come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here, I'll show you what I do. Come here, come here. Come on, come on, we out here. We out here. I'm outside. Okay. I'm outside. Come on, shake some.
As the platypus leaves the building and is far away from any potential danger, he then starts popping it like he's the biggest, baddest goon in Atlanta.
Come on, shake some. Come on, shake some. Hey, get your employees. Get your employees. Yeah, fucking something in this. Tell your mama happy mother. And you still talking inside though.
Now is when the platypus re-enters the building and the situation nearly turns deadly.
You still talking inside though. Why you inside? You can't stop me from doing shit. Let me get my food. Thank you.
The hungry platypus finally gets his food, but he is still very angry about the situation.
Just talking like they like that, they ain't like that. Before I get back here and pistol whip them. Before I get back here and pistol whip them.
The angry platypus then threatens to come back and pistol whip some of the employees.
Before I get back here and pistol whip them. Wait till I get back and see him out here late night. Wait till I slap a alright, yeah. Yeah, wait. Wait till I come back in the market late night.
The farther he gets from the restaurant, the louder the platypus barks.
And then it's just you and I slap you up. Yeah. You trying to act all tough? All like this in front of all your people. Tell your mama I said Happy Mother's Day. And then Karen in my face and shit. Why I slap her with this money?
On Instagram Live, the platypus continues to threaten to slap the employees with his dad's money.
I slap her with this money. Right, come on, we outside. And he's still talking inside. He's still talking inside. I'm telling him to come out. I was outside. I'm telling him to come out. Cause they, hey, alright.
The platypus then uncontrollably starts making strange noises.
Hey.
At number 1, we look at a gang-banging white boy from Chicago who goes by the rapper name Billy Da Kid, or GMEBE Bands, who is an officially sanctioned member of the Titanic Stones, which is a set within the almighty Black P Stone Nation. Unlike everyone else I have covered on this channel, Bands is not a suburban goon. He actually grew up in the hood in a single-parent household with a father that was in jail for a majority of his life. Because of that, he comes off as authentic and genuine and not like a cringy culture vulture, like most of the other white boys I cover on this channel. During an interview with the legendary hip-hop channel Vlad TV Bands, who is posted up with all his homies, crashes out on camera and shows off his strap.
You know, foolery. CO2 guns and shit. Boy, nah, man.
Because of the environment he grew up in, Bands was forced to travel everywhere with his strap. He was also deeply involved with the streets and was rumored to be involved with a crazy home invasion robbery, which he never got caught for. Bands was the white boy plug and was trapping heavily in the streets to try and make some extra money to help out him and his mom, who were both living in poverty and barely making ends meet. Anytime you're involved with the distribution of illegal substances, you are going to be in danger, and unfortunately, after getting fronted some product and then running off with it, a group of GameStop demons bodied him and left his body in the woods.
3 weeks. Tonight we learned the body of 23-year-old William Pickering was found.
Rockford's chief of police gave us an update on the case. Cameron Jacobs was there, and Cameron, police say there's been more than one arrest.
Bands, whose real name is William Pickering, was born in Texas, but had grown up in Chicago and had been reported missing for a couple weeks before police found his body in the woods.
That's right, Eric and Mimi. Right now, 2 men are in custody and at least 1 other is still wanted. Rockford Police Chief Dan O'Shea broke down how they found the victim.
While these guys might look like they play Fortnite all day on their Xbox, you can never judge a book by its cover. And believe it or not, all 3 of them had family cartel connections.
During the course of the investigation, information was obtained that led officers to an undisclosed location in unincorporated Winnebago County, where the remains of William Pickering were located.
23-year-old William Pickering was reported in Rockford missing June 1st. Pickering was also known as Billy the Kid, a rapper out of Chicago. His manager had been posting missing signs across social media for the past few weeks.
Rockford Police Chief Dan O'Shea says officers went to his house on Fisher Avenue near downtown, but Pickering never answered. His car was found nearby.
Unfortunately, when the police finally found his body, he was all burned up and a shell of his former self.
The investigation led detectives to the 5200 block of Indian Head Avenue, where a crime scene was located.
Nearly 3 weeks later, officers gathered enough information to find Pickering's body, but the chief would not say where. 2 men are in custody, Manuel Ramirez for concealing a homicidal death, and the state's attorney's office charged William Arzate with the murder.
After the arrests, one of the men bonded out and went on the run. The truth about the murder eventually came out, and it was discovered that Bands was first beaten with baseball bats, and then the men poured lighter fluid all over him and lit him on fire.
2 men are in custody, Manuel Ramirez for concealing a homicidal death, and the state's attorney's office charged William Arzate with the murder.
A 3-count complaint has been authorized against William Arzate. Charges are as follows. Count 1 is first-degree murder, Count 2 is first-degree murder, and Count 3 is concealment of a homicidal death.
The department is also looking for others connected to the death, including 20-year-old Dakota Graff. This is the 9th homicide Rockford police investigated this year. 7 now have been solved. Chief O'Shea says they will use all of its manpower to solve violent crimes like this.
Whatever it takes, however many it takes, whatever agencies it takes, we throw everything and anyone we can to solve violent crimes.
Please ask if you know anything about the location of Dakota Graff or have any information about this crime, you call Rockford Police or Crime Stoppers. Mimi?
If you saw Dakota Graff walking down the street, chances are you would assume he has some sweetener in his tank and that he is on his way to the nearest LGBTQ bar. And while it might be easy to mistake him for Ellen DeGeneres' ex-fiancée Portia de Rossi, the reality is Dakota Graff is a cold-blooded goon with a body under his belt.